Hey everyone, it's David here. Thanks for watching this video over the weekend. I want to talk about family and business and the importance of family and the importance of putting your kids first and being involved in their lives. So my kids see me a lot in business. They see me with real estate and they see me with surplus funds. And those are my two businesses. I flip houses and I do surplus funds. And I think a lot of you have probably seen me do both. Surplus funds is the majority of my income. However, house flipping does work pretty good for me. And they go side and side. I decided to coach a team. And it's kind of funny because I had no idea I was coaching. So my kids both play soccer. And I filled out the questionnaire for them to join. I put them on the team. And I put down that I'd be willing to coach. And my wife got a call about a week before the game and she said, "Hey, we're happy that David's the coach." And my wife's like, "What?" So she came up to me and she goes, "You're coaching, did you know that?" And I said, "I had no idea." So I jump on and it's like Coach Church and it gives me my roster and it gives me everything I needed. And I said I would, I just hadn't confirmed it. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm coaching. And they're 8-year-olds. And I get out there with these 8-year-olds and a lot of the parents are like, "Yeah, it's okay if you lose, don't worry about it." I'm like, no, we can't lose. We got to win. We got to win. It's been a good learning experience for me because I've had to learn how to have fun with this because I was so stressed out thinking if they don't win, I'm not doing my job. I'm not doing my job. However, I'm going to say that my number one objective, and this, some of you may agree, some of you may disagree with this. My number one objective with these young guys is to win. However, with alongside of that, I try to get them to have fun. I try to play everyone equally, make everyone feel just as important on the team. I try to show no partiality. I try to include everyone. So it's been a really interesting challenge for me because I'm out there and I have to work with what I have and I have to work with, and I have really good players and I have players that have never played before. And I think everyone's equally important. They're on my team and I'm out there for the win. And if any of my parents are out there watching this, hey, God bless you. I love your kids very much, so don't get this the wrong way. Now, let's go to the next level. Spending time with my kids is one of the most important things, and I don't do that enough, and I need to do that. Unfortunately, I used to be a full-time high school math teacher, if you didn't know that, and I've jumped from the work world into a self-entrepreneur. The problem about the self-entrepreneur world is I'm working on a few contracts of getting surplus funds back. If you don't know what surplus funds are, go look at some of my earlier videos. But I'm working on contracts on getting these back and making sure everything's in order so I can get my clients paid and I can get paid. Sometimes I don't have a document. I'm running up to the mailbox to see if something's in there. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? They mailed it on Monday. It's Wednesday. Maybe it gets there a day early. Let me swing by the mailbox. And it's really cool when you swing by your mailbox and you've got checks in there. You've got other things in your mailbox that you're waiting for, and you get a lot of checks in this business, so it's awesome. However, I'm trying to be on a schedule here where I check my mailbox once a week, and that's really super hard for me, especially if someone tells me they've mailed the contract I've been waiting for. I want to go to the mailbox even before I know it gets there. So what I'm trying to say in this video is I like spending time with my kids, and I've had a lot of fun with it. This afternoon, we're going to go bike riding over at a campground. This morning, we went to church. I try to be very active in their lives. I try to talk to them regularly. We play games. They go in their room at night and they hide and I pretend like I can't find them and I have their little stuffed animals talk to me. And I work out 3 to 4 times a week. And one of the dads I work out with, an older guy, we were talking the other day and he asked me how my weekend went. I'm like, we won the game over the weekend. I was coaching and it took everything out of me. He said as a dad, the most fun he's had with his kids is when he coached. And I've got to say, it's so interesting because you go down and you have this whole agenda. Like, okay, everyone's going to line up. And I'm used to high school. I'm an 8-year-old. There's a huge difference between high school and I've coached high school basketball. I've had the #1 teams and I've had the lowest level teams. I've coached youth sports, but it has been decades since I've done that. And I'm an old guy. It has been absolutely decades. But the dad told me at this gym, he goes, the most fun I've had with my kids is when I used to be their coach. So my advice in this video is have fun with your kids. Go out, spend time with them. This morning we went to church. It was incredible. They love it. They love the family. They love the community. They love learning more about God and Christ and their relationship with Him. And I believe in that very much. And then I love spending time with these guys, going out with them, having fun and being that dad that I'm called to be. So I would challenge you that because when you're in the business world and you're self-entrepreneur, it's okay to go out and have fun because sometimes I feel like I have to work. I have to put in 8 hours a day. What I try to ask myself when I go to the office is, what do I need to do that's going to bring in income? Because I guarantee you right now, if I jump on my computer, there's going to be unanswered emails. If I jump on Facebook, we have a private Facebook group. There's going to be questions that can be answered. And if I jump on something, there's going to be something to do. However, when I go and I look in the Facebook group a few hours later, usually someone in the community has already answered it because the community takes care of itself very well. And I just need to let that process happen. And when so the other day, Friday was such a busy day for me that I didn't get my email answered. I just didn't get it answered. And I got answered 2 or 3 days later. There was only one issue that was kind of important that I need to answer right away. Everything else could have waited because we have a system. When someone has a question, they go through a certain channel, they email certain people, they go on Facebook. So it's not like the whole world's going to crumble if I don't do it, but it feels like I have to. So what I try to do, especially on the weekends, is I try to do no business. I usually come in my office and try to clean it up. You wouldn't know that by looking at my desk right now because I got a ton of mail as I just went to the post office and picked it up, or the store where that receives my mail, and I've picked it all up, and I have plenty to do. Spend time with your kids, have fun. This coaching season has been so much fun and bonding for my sons and I. We're talking about it. They love it. They're like, yeah, our dad's a coach. And it's been super cool for me because like, I've got this little girl on the team, and she went up and she did an incredible interception the other day, and it was the best play I've seen her do. And I said her name, I'm like, excellent. And then all of a sudden her parents are yelling, excellent. Like I'm out to win, but I'm trying to get these kids to be able to have the best time of their lives, where this will be the best season of sports they've ever had in their life. They all feel like they're equally important to the team. Obviously, I have a couple players that get up and they score no matter what. And I have one or two players that a bomb could go off on the field and they wouldn't even know what happened. And watching those players grow to be the players that are better, and the players that are better, getting them to be better for their next year's team, is my job as a coach. It's totally a volunteer thing. I absolutely love it. It's been, like I said, it's kind of given me a kick that I haven't had in a while, and just spending time with my kids. You know, they all get dressed up, they're getting their uniforms and they're taking them off, and it's really funny watching them get the shin guards and the socks off because it's really hard for them to be able to do, but it's a lot of fun. Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great weekend. Spend some family time. Prioritize your business, write out what your goals are and what you need to do, and I would challenge you to journal. Journaling helps me every single day, and when I journal, I write down what went well for the day, what I could have done better, and what I'm going to improve in for the next day. And then when I start off the day, I put down a couple things that I must do in my journal. It could be a couple appointments I need to keep. It could be a project I've been working on that I really need to get a little further on. Like I'm working on a project right now, and I actually put it on my Friday calendar. It's kind of why I didn't check my email. But really start journaling every day and looking at your priorities. What's going to produce you income? What do you need to do? And if you haven't made that phone call and you haven't done something that you need to do, just start off with one and do it that day and take a deep breath. You've accomplished something. And then the next day, do another one. And then the next day, do 2 or 3. Get your system knowing that you could complete it and that you are a winner and you could do this. It's an incredible difference when you do that. Hey, everyone, I appreciate you watching. I hope to see you around. Thanks.